So I tried something new on the headliner this time around. You can see how this one's clamped over here. This isn't set with glue yet. As I was finding my, where to trim it and all that, make my little pie pieces, these corners are so tight, and it just really wants to kind of buckle and bubble and everything right there. So I decided to clamp it all dry and let it sit for an hour plus, and then you come over here and you can see how it still has some of the shape here, and this one over here I just glued, so I'm kind of doing it in steps and then working my way back, but it helped. Now that I've glued this one, it made gluing it so much easier, having it kind of pre-formed and then the vinyl retaining some of that memory from me already kind of clamping it down ahead of time. And I haven't done that before. Before I just, glue it in there and then try to draw it in tight. And, you can see, like, as I push on it, you can see where it's got that bounce back. And so, you do that and then glue it, and then you unclamp it. And a lot of times some of that glue doesn't stick and it starts slowly pulling away. And because the vinyl wants to lay flat, it doesn't want to be contoured. So I tried this for the first time this time, and I think while it takes a little bit more time, because essentially I got to clamp it all twice, it definitely made the first skylight window here on the radiuses easier to glue in. Like, in fact, I actually was able to, this one for an example, with the glue in there, I was able to, tack it just, by hand, by crimp it, and walk away from it, and it was just staying. The clamps were almost not even necessary, I think, but just, kind of a safety measure at this point. So, yeah, my little 2 cents for the day. The opening around the fresh air vent here was kind of wide, so after I got the little plastic strips here locked into place and crimped down, I had too much material here, so I ended up having to split it and then fold it over for a seam there.
The crease is over here.
Yeah, this seam here, it would be cool if it could land here and not middle of the window, but if it's anywhere in here, then it would run off this way. So it's gonna be in this area, and I had a little bit of wiggle room, but I made a conscious decision to try to aim for this edge rather than have it more middle of the window. And it was kind of an executive decision, I guess, an artist's choice, but by having it dive right here, it also made it a little challenging, because I had to cut the seam, because this part of the headliner actually came out to here-ish, so I had about there, so I had that much of the seam I had to cut out so I could end up folding it over and not bunch it up. But I really just wanted it there and not
right
there.